Well, good morning, folks. Hope you're all okay. So, on session 3, IAM RoadSmart today. I've got my own little goals today. Now I've done a couple of sessions and I've got a bit of a better idea where I am. I've also reviewed back through the footage that I've put on YouTube. And I want to, on the last session 2, I was looking at using the lower gears a bit more, so keeping in second, keeping in third a bit more, because I had a tendency before I started these sessions of getting through the gears really quickly. So there's times that I was in 5th and 6th, but of course you're losing your acceleration sense. I was trying to do a bit of that as well. So what does that mean to me? When you're looking ahead and planning ahead and thinking, right, I need to slow down, rather than just going straight off the throttle and everything diving to the front wheel, trying to plan ahead so that you can just ease off the throttle slightly. You've still got some throttle on, you've still got some drive, because that's part of the control, but you've just eased it off slightly. Same when you're accelerating, don't plough everything on, because then everything throws to the back wheel. So it was a case of me trying a bit of that in the last session. But I did find, and I'm about to talk to Alan about it today, but I did find that when I was staying in a higher gear probably too long, it felt for me, that acceleration sense was a little bit too sharp, if that makes sense. I do understand that if you're in a really high gear, you haven't got so much acceleration sense, it's a bit more woolly. But I was finding in second gear, up at the 6,000 revs, it was you had to be very, very delicate with your throttle. So again, it's counterproductive, because then if you're not delicate with your throttle and you take too much off, then you're still loading everything to the front and you've lost that extra control that you might need. So that's my little goal today. Just think about what gear I'm in, depending on what's in front of me, what I'm going to do next, and try and use a bit more acceleration sense for accelerating and de-accelerating, to try and keep the weight of the bike level on the front and the back as much as possible. That's one little plan today, just to keep it smooth. I don't know what plans Alan's got for me. I've also got a different helmet on today, so the camera's at a slightly different angle and perspective, so I'm going to try and look at that footage when I get there, before the whole day events. I can make sure I've got the right sort of angle. What else am I going to look at today? So I've got a tendency to look down the road, see a hazard, and I'll probably check my mirrors and start slowing down before position, where IPSCA is all about information, position, then speed. And for me, sometimes, it's probably when it gets a little bit busy and there's all sorts going off, then in my head I tend to slow it down so I can collate all the information and all the hazards, prioritise them and work out what I'm going to do about them, then I change position. When in actual fact, and in a more advanced way, sometimes changing position is all you've got to do, if that makes sense. So I want to look at that a bit more, a little personal goal, trying to work that out. There's one more thing I wanted to look at today, which will come back to me. Oh, town driving, filtering. Yeah, from last week, there was times when I'm not much of a filterer, to be fair. So I want to look at that. I want to see where I can filter, where it's not safe to filter, overtaking. I was in car mode last time because I do drive a car a lot through the week. So it was a sense of getting up to the speed of the road, providing it's safe to do so, and catching up with the car and literally just feathering off the throttle and just staying behind the car a clear 2 seconds and just sitting there. Might be national speed limit road at 60, the car might be doing 54, and I just ease off, slow down and end up doing 51, 52 for half a mile. Well, in actual fact, if I stayed at 60 and on approach I could see I was catching them up and I was checking to make sure it was safe, then if I'd got that early position I probably could have just carried on at 60 and passed them, maybe, to another condition. So I want to look at that today a little bit as well. Yeah, I think that's why I own little mini goals. I don't do too much. Small achievable goals is the way to go, I think. So I'll have a chat with Alan. I'll go through those things with him. I'll see if he's got anything else to throw in the pot. Then we'll take it from there. So I'll see you when I get there.